What's going on, guys? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, guys, we're going to be going over even more updates. The second day of the free gifts has gone live. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to complete the challenge. It's pretty easy. There's also been a shocking discovery underneath Polar Peak's castle. You don't want to miss it. We're diving into everything in this video, so make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and turn on notifications to be among the first to learn anytime something happens in Fortnite. If you're planning on buying any V-Bucks or getting some V-Bucks for Christmas, make sure to use my supported creator code Pineapplez. Huge shout out to these guys for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. If you want a shot at a shout out and a feature in an upcoming video, make sure to send me proof over on Twitter. That's the best place to do it, and you'll have a chance. Right now in the item shop is the Crack Shot and the Crack Bella. I think they go away in just a few hours, so definitely hop on there and cop it if you haven't already, if you can, of course. So the challenge for the second day of the 14 days of Fortnite is to simply visit 2 different giant candy canes. Now, there are 4 different ones in the game. You saw the first one. I went to northeastern part of the map, kind of near Wailing Woods and the Block. This one is on the southern part of the map, really easy to get to. And there are 2 other ones in the snow biome. You can look on this map to see for yourself, but all you have to do is literally go and land beside 2 of them and you get a free gift. Today it is a loading screen. It's not all that great of a gift, but I know they're going to get better as we get further and further along in the event. So if you're a fan of the channel, you'll know that previously I have been talking about the possible theory of there being a dragon or multiple dragons underneath the castle in Polar Peak. You guys know the castle is still kind of in the ice, in the snow. It's still melting. So the theory is whenever this gets down all the way to the bottom and it melts, there's going to be something underneath it, kind of like a dragon. That was my guess. And guys, it looks like there's evidence to back this up now, courtesy of Fort Tory over on Twitter. He did a glitch. He was able to get underneath Polar Peak's castle, and sure enough, look what he found. 5 eggs. 5 huge eggs, okay? This doesn't necessarily confirm a dragon, but it does confirm something is coming. Something is underneath, growing, currently hatching underneath Polar Peak. Now, my best guess is, in fact, a dragon, simply because dragon eggs under a mysterious frozen castle seems to be such a great plot line, to be honest with you. And like I said in previous videos, every time there's a castle, there's also a dragon. They kind of go hand in hand, you know what I mean? As he indicates on the tweet, it does look like the eggs are rather blue and could very easily be a water or ice type dragon, which is kind of along the lines of what we expected, considering it is in a frozen snow area right now, so that makes a lot of sense. A couple of the reasons why I think this is truly a dragon egg is, 1, look how big the eggs are, okay? You're not going to see eggs that big normally. There has to be something almost supernatural about what's growing in the egg. Also, you can see on the bottom of the egg here in this picture, there are what appears to be scales. Now, dragons, although they are not real, they're not real. If they were real, though, they would have scales. All of this adds up and makes me feel like there's gonna be a dragon. Not only a dragon, but there are 5 eggs. There could potentially be 5 dragons flying around in the air that the Fortnite map has to worry about. I'm not exactly sure what could possibly come of dragons in Fortnite. I'm not exactly sure where this could go. Wouldn't it be interesting if you could go and like ride the dragons around, kind of like you can with the plane, and then just like instead of being able to shoot guns like with the plane, you can shoot fire from his mouth? I don't know how that would be fair or balanced, but hey man, I think that would be a cool LTM or something. Or maybe the 5 dragons are flying around the map and randomly just burn some POI to the ground. They just pick a random spot every now and then and just burn it to the ground. That would be interesting. That would obviously alter the way you're playing the game. There are a ton of possibilities with what the dragons could do, and we're not sure if they're dragons, so, you know, obviously take this with a grain of salt. But one thing I can confirm to you is that there are 5 eggs of a mysterious creature underneath the castle at Polar Peak. We know the castle is melting. We know it's melting, and we know on purpose they did not allow us to access the room with the eggs right away. This is probably something Epic wanted us to find out in a couple weeks once the ice actually reveals this place, but nonetheless, we know there are eggs of something crazy, and if I had to place money and bet on it, I would probably say it's a dragon. Let me know what you guys think about this. Would you be excited about dragons in Fortnite? I know it's kind of an iffy subject because we don't know what the dragon's purpose would be or how it would be used in the game, and I'm still trying to figure that out, man. Like, it's weird to think there are dragon eggs hatching under the map. Like, this is something unlike anything else Fortnite has ever done, and I'm genuinely extremely intrigued to see how they go about putting this in the game and to see what the dragons actually do and what purpose it has for the storyline. We know that the Ice King is the owner of that castle, and if these dragons are underneath his castle all the way at the bottom, would it be possible that the Ice King is responsible for help putting these eggs at the bottom of his castle? I mean, that would make a lot of sense. Who else would be responsible for something in your house except for you? You know what I mean? That's the best way I can explain it. So I'm extremely excited to see what the future holds with this dragon stuff. We'll probably find out more information very, very soon once data miners uncover some more information. Maybe the loading screens in the future will paint a picture. There have also been some leaked sound files of the egg, and it sounds a lot like a heartbeat. It also sounds like some running water a little bit. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll let you listen to it really quick. It's super short. So, like I said, that is a sound file directly ripped from the game's coding. So yes, it looks like we are for sure getting something hatching out of this egg. If it wasn't apparent before, now that there is a literal heartbeat egg sound, that pretty much has to be the nail in the coffin. So there's a new game mode in the game right now that was added today, and I think it's a really good one. It's called Siphon. It's an LTM, and the description is gain health or shields by eliminating your opponents. All healing and shield items have been removed. So this is a very interesting concept. This is something that I'm going to try out. You know, I haven't played it yet. I don't have any opinions on it that matter because I have not played. I will try it out and give you guys an update in the next video, but nonetheless, just looking at it from a very basic standpoint on paper, this is an awesome idea. Yeah, all healing and shields are gone, but this is encouraging aggressiveness. This does not encourage camping because you're not going to have the health to fight anyone if you're taking damage. You want to go after the kill because that's the only way you're going to replenish your health. I love this idea. This is awesome. If you're a fan of LTMs that Epic Games puts out, you're in luck because right now we have two of the best ever LTMs in my opinion. You have, of course, Siphon, which is an awesome solo mode that encourages aggressiveness. You can't camp to be successful. And then also you've got the Unvaulted game mode and the Classic game mode, which basically takes you back to nostalgia from Season 2 and 3 with all of those weapons, the old weapons, and of course, that's awesome too. I think that should be a permanent game mode. Why not? Why not have an Unvaulted / Classic LTM with the classic map that people can play? You know, that would be awesome. Probably one of the best updates Epic could possibly even consider doing to their game, but I'm sure they won't do that. They have a lot of LTM ideas they're cycling through, and I understand, but I really wish they would consider keeping it, at least for a while. That classic game mode is by far the most fun I've had in Fortnite in a long time. We have a very strange tweet from Donald Mustard that honestly I would not look into very much because we're just gonna rack our brain, and you'll see why in just a second. Recently he was on vacation and jumped off of a very high rock into some water, and it said he gave him a very good idea about jumping off a cliff maybe in Season 9. Is this guy really teasing Season 9 when we have just started Season 7? That's awesome. That is amazing. That just goes to show you how far ahead Epic thinks, how far ahead they're doing everything, and how calculated they are with all of their posts. Like I said, there's absolutely zero you can draw from this about Season 9 because it's so vague, plus we're more than a season and a half, 1.9 seasons out, so we have a long way to go. A lot can change from now and then. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like and subscribe, as well as turn on notifications, and make sure to follow me on Twitter as well if you want to ask me a question, dive into anything specific with me. The best place to reach me is on Twitter for sure. It's the best place because I'm always on there responding to all sorts of people, so definitely hit me up on Twitter if you haven't. I'll catch you guys in another video very soon, and until then, take it easy, and I'll see you later.